Alright, so here we have War 3. War 3 is always an infamous war for me. For some reason, I always find a way to screw up pathetically in War 3. In Season 45, I had that war where I gave 15 deaths to a kindred. War 3 of Season 46, I died 3 times with Moondragon. And in this one, I'm just like, okay, please don't let the War 3 curse rage on. I'm taking my Ascended Kitty into war when she never came at the entire time last season, and I had her for like 6 wars the season before that. She's just not nearly as good with this tactic as the season when I was using her with the other tactic. She's never actually been tactic for either of these. However, she just didn't work out for a lot of the fights last season, but maybe I'll be able to find some more to use her for this one. And yeah, you just saw that combo I took from Mantis. I nearly had a heart attack. I about died in one combo because she decided to do a weird AI light intercept. That nearly, like I said, it nearly gave me a heart attack. But it's over. It's going to cost me potions, but that's it. Next up is a Galan on node, what is this one? 17, I believe. And this is really easy for Tigra. The only way this could possibly go wrong is if he just doesn't want to throw specials. And in this fight, he is going to be pretty good at throwing them, so I don't have to worry too much about that. He is going to block a little bit, so I'm not going to be able to stack as many ruptures as I'd like. But it turns out it's not even going to matter, because we just destroy him with, well, we would have used the SP1, didn't even get the chance to. So yeah, there goes that Galan. Really easy fight with Tigra. Second time I've taken that so far, and it went perfectly. Next up, Section 2, back on Path 8, we have Hulkling here. Really easy Tigra fight. Again, I just need him to throw specials and then we'll be fine. I could use Chavez for this fight, but there's no reason to do that when I can just use Tigra and prevent his buffs. So, Chavez would be reversing his power gain from gaining the buffs, and she'd hit really hard because he has a bunch of buffs, but if I can use Tigra where I can just prevent them in general, then I might as well just use that. That light intercept honestly surprised me. I thought I got hit, and I didn't. Apparently I did a really good light intercept and I didn't even realize it. But either way, Tigra's about to destroy this guy. Again, pretty easy fight. The extra neutralize duration is actually really nice from the kitty synergy for that one, because you saw I could take a bunch of blocked hits because the neutralize was active, and that neutralize would fall off faster, so he'd be getting pierced without the synergy. So, alright, now we have node 35 Gorr. The past 2 wars, there has been a Hulkling on this node. This is the first one where there's been a Gorr. I was like, okay, it should be the same game plan. Just keep my negative zone up, and then we should be chilling. Bait his SP1s because I'm not perfect at dexing his SP2, and no one's really perfect at dexing Gorr's SP2. There's always a risk of messing it up, so it's not worth the risk by pushing him there. So we're just going to bait his SP1s. He is going to gain a bunch of buffs, and the fact that he has a bunch of buffs meaning that if he uses his second medium, then I'm basically dead. And of course, I get a terrible AI light intercept out of nowhere, and he uses a second medium, and the fight is over. There's nothing I can do about it. It's just an AI death. There's nothing I can do about it. It's unfortunate. I'll just have to take the fact that that's over with. My SP2 did like nothing, in part because of inequity, for sure. Whatever. First death of the season. War 3 curse, I guess, still rages on. That really demotivated me. I didn't do the rest of my war fights. I didn't clean this one up until like 4 hours later. Yeah, it really is just an AI death. I mean, maybe I should have tried a safer opportunity to intercept, but I was never going to expect a light intercept out of nowhere because I shouldn't have had to. But either way, we're going to heal up Chavez, and we just need to kill him as fast as we can. He's got the regen that's really potent now because his health is so low. He's got the really long SP1 animation, meaning he's milking that regen for sure. But once we get to the SP2, it's pretty much lights out. So I just need to get to the SP2 without taking any unnecessary hits, and then we'll be fine. Here, I did push him to SP2, and I was like, oh, okay, I need to anti-bait that. Because of the fact that I didn't have 3 negative zones up like I did the first attempt, the power gain reversal was not going to be as potent to rely on preventing him from going to SP2 like it was in the original fight, so I definitely had to anti-bait that. But either way, the fight's won, it's over with. We gave 1 death, but at least it didn't end up being 2 like it could have been. Alright, so next up, Kitty versus this Killmonger on Node 44, and I will fully admit, I did not want to take this fight. My officer was like, you can do it, it shouldn't be a big deal. I was like, I've died to Korgs on this node before. I don't feel confident using Kitty against someone with so much crit resist and so much just damage you take for hitting him kind of mechanics like Korg does. Especially when I have to deal with the poison too. So I'm waiting out the poison phase. It's really hard to dex Killmonger's heavy against the wall, so I did lose part of my indestructible boost there, but we still have 2 hits at least. We're going for SP2s because I was under the assumption that, okay, so Hazard Shift should make it to where I won't need an SP3 for that Incinerate. But again, the crit resist is just so massive that maybe an SP3 would have been more worth it. And then, of course, I'm getting light intercepted again, just like the Gorr fight. And now I'm just trying to survive. Like, the Tigra synergy is helping a lot here, making sure that I have the unblockable. Oh my gosh, dude. Literally 0 crits, even with all of Kitty's extra crit rate on that SP2. And I'm like, dude, I need this fight to end. And he's just... It's taking so long. I have to wait out the poison phase because I need to find a way to get prowess. And again, crit resist makes that really hard. I need an intercept to gain the prowess, or else I'm just not going to get any. I get the intercept, I'm at 4% from reverb. And then we get the SP2, and the fight is over. And of course I'm going to get 2 crits on the SP2 that's going to kill him, because that's just how that kind of thing works. So that's absolutely fantastic. Another just heart attack fight, because AI just took off a lot of my health, and I didn't want to do that fight to begin with. Not at all. I won't be trying to take that fight ever again, I can guarantee you. Next up, Tigra versus 49 Onslaught. I took this fight last war, but this is a bigger Onslaught. This one is rank 5 Ascended, the other one was rank 4 Ascended. Game plan is basically the same. I'm running the same boosts as last time. Just power start 1, nuke him, try to bait as many heavy attacks just by spamming my block, watch out for the crush. That's all I really need to do. And here I'm baiting a heavy attack, and out of absolutely nowhere, he throws the SP1. And I have never dexed his SP1 or rooted before, and I'm like, I just pray to God, please tell me I have the dex timing right. And I have the dex timing right. So I've never dexed his SP1 while rooted. I've never let him throw a special in this tactic before. And of course he's not... I had to wait out the crush, actually. So it's not like I was baiting a heavy attack. So now I've lost my senses. And now I'm like, okay, I need the senses back. I need you to not throw your specials, please. And I have to manage brute force at the same time. So please throw your heavies. Just let me get to the SP2, please, so I can end this fight, get out of here. And I get to my SP2. And, again, like the 4th heart attack fight of the war, man. Why is the War 3 curse like this? Oh my gosh, it's over with. Another death that I just barely avoided. So that makes 3. The Mantis fight, the Killmonger fight, and that Onslaught fight. And then, of course, I did die to Gorr. But, oh my... I'm gonna need, like, a long sleep after that. Which I did get that night, so... I'll take it. And, we did lose the war. It's not like any of my deaths single-handedly affected it, so I'm not too annoyed with myself. It's just AI death. It is what it is. Anyway... We're 2-1 now, so at least we have a winning record right now, and we have a small break before the next war starts, so getting ready for that. And if you enjoyed the video, you can like and subscribe, and I hope you enjoyed watching it. See you in the next one.